मैं हूं तसद्दुक और आज हम आए हैं गवर्नमेंट बॉयज़ हायर सेकेंडरी स्कूल सोरा एक सीरीज़ ऑफ पॉडकास्ट करने के लिए, यहाँ के एक्सपर्टीज़ और स्टाफ से बात करने के लिए। तो चलिए। Assalamu alaikum
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Mr. Mohd Ibrahim, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
My name is Tasaduq Nisar. Welcome back to another episode of Building Me into the Best Version of Myself. We are still continuing the Government Boys Higher Secondary School Sora series. This is second episode of that. Overall, it's the 13th episode of the Building Me into the Best Version of Myself. Today, joining us is prominent. I don't think I need to introduce him. So, let's get into conversation and take some opinions from sir, and let me share some opinions of mine. First of all, how many years of experience you have in teaching?
I have more than 22 years in the department. I am working as a teacher. 22 years experience I have. So I have joined this department in 2001, and I would like to introduce here. I joined one of the best third institution in genK UT. That in that period, that was genK Senior School Manswal. I worked as a lecturer in physics.
Okay.
So finally, I joined this department as a teacher in 2007. So in between, I also worked as an RET teacher for 3.5 years, where I established a government primary school at Aliyabad, Srinagar.
As I can guess from your profession, you teach physics, so you would be more practical about things.
Definitely, I'm trying to be practical in all aspects so far as my subject is concerned. I have been inspired a lot.
Okay, so most of the people I have seen that after passing 10th, they go into the science stream. Well, most of the people. So they taking physics as their subject. Do you think that they should be going more towards physics, or they should also consider other streams?
Actually, depends upon the interest of the student. Actually, my experience says the students who are motivated and inspired by some particular subject, if the student is not interested in physics, we should not compel regarding the physics. Maybe I have observed some students feel comfortable, or they have much more potential in other fields. They should not be compelled towards this subject.
I'm a teenager. I'm right now in my teenage. I could do things wrong. I can go beyond my limitations and try to be extraordinary while I am nothing exact actually in your eyes. I try to act mature, but I am not as mature as you are. So the thing is, I can take bad decisions. Do you think that a person should take bad decisions and learn from them? Because there's a quote that, let me complete. There's a quote, it says that a wise man learns from his mistakes, but a wiser man learns from others' mistakes.
Definitely, you may be partly right. I can't agree with you each and every aspect. So as an experience, I have come to know that students who make or commit some mistakes during their study period, or if they are not interested with the studies with some particular subject, but it is up to the teacher. He can motivate the student, he can guide the student in order to minimize the shortcomings or the demerits of the student. As a human being, a student may commit some mistakes, but we as a teachers, we are supposed to just provide some good leadership to become a good leader for the students. So practically, as per my subjects in special is concerned, I have to play a great role. That means practically what I am doing in front of the student, that impacts a lot. So, in addition to that, students are very much inspired by their behavior or the practical life of the teacher. That inspires a lot. Like if I am a good teacher in my particular field, or if I will guide students as per their wishes, as per their motivation, they definitely may commit some minimum mistakes.
Yeah. The thing is that we are like the main motive of his channel is that we are making an audience who wants to be in the top 1%, who doesn't like there is difference between people. Someone is okay with being a mediocre, someone is okay with being like everybody else, while someone they don't want to be like everybody else. They want to do everything that normal people don't do. They want to come in the top 1% of the world. We're making that kind of audience. So there's a survey that you can't like the maximum job can pay you, like you can't get into, so we have to go towards business. And in business we have to risk something. That's the principle of business.
Definitely.
So in my case I wasn't that much interested towards studies or academics, so I chose my field. Do you think that right now if I am choosing my field I could be wrong, while as if I had to choose my field at 21 22 years, it may be a little mature decision, because
Definitely.
my emotions right now they are changing. I'm taking decisions based on my emotions.
Definitely.
Yeah, so it could change. So do you think that what we our education policy is that we have to um, pick up a subject like medical and something, and we have to take it as a profession, and while we are right that at that time we are in our teenage and we could take decisions based
decision.
on our emotions. So do you think that they should have put it a little bit forward, maybe after teenage, that a person should pick up his profession?
I can just connect your question with the present education policy which is going on, which is prominently known as NAP 2020.
Yes.
So in NAP 2020, three basic things like learning skills, literacy skills, and life skills. So I think I can link your question towards the third one goal, that is life skills. In NAP 2020, I think it's a beautiful concept. We can guide our students, especially when they are in the class 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and these are crucial classes where the students just choose their career as so far as different subjects are concerned and different fields are concerned, where they will feel comfortable. But as a student, I can just as a teacher I can make confirm our belief about it, that we have to guide students in a proper way towards some particular fields. But like it's not necessary, we cannot compel the students, for example, go for science streams only.
Exactly.
You are supposed to study physics, mathematics, or some other science stream subjects, but we can make convince them, like some in class 11th, class 10th, or class 9th, this basic knowledge, acquisition of knowledge, and creating new ideas or creating some new knowledge with the help of sources available, like we have at this moment we have digital resources available.
Exactly.
Digital resources, we have books available, we have some other things. That means you can choose a teacher as a guide, as a leader. So that is NAP 20's concept. We have to provide good leaders now in future. Our students should have basic life skills. If there is a problem, there is an issue, there are challenges in the life, how can you tackle them in a beautiful way?
Exactly.
You should face every challenge as it's a routine life. There is nothing new,
Yeah.
and there is nothing impossible. Each and everything is in my hands.
Exactly.
If I will go for, we can say that a physical activities in sports field, I can do something the best. I have a good potential. I can make something
Yeah.
the best. I can extract something best from the particular field. If I will motivate a student towards the studies through the sports field, like I can quote example here. I was busy with some this B.Ed courses, and one of the teacher asked me the question: if the student is not willing, he is not interested in studies, what he will do? I just quote a simple example. I can just show a photograph of like one of the Indian best batsmen, Sachin Tendulkar.
Exactly.
Do you know the field of the Sachin Tendulkar? Definitely he was
Yeah,
prominent as a good batsman in
Yeah,
India.
exactly.
So student may be inspired about that. So I can quote this example and I can motivate the student like, let's do something activity what the batsman is doing in his routine life. Like he's in sports field.
Exactly.
I can become a good friend, the best friend to the student who is not motivated with this teaching learning process. I can inspire the student. If you want to become a good batsman in their life, if you want to do something, achieve some good, we can say the success in your life, you can make a good career about the particular field. You are supposed to do something at basic level. Acquisition of knowledge, creating new knowledge will help you to achieve the goal. Just come with me, I will help you.
Yeah,
I am a
exactly.
good friend of you.
Exactly.
So, as a behavior of the teacher and the teacher's experience matters a lot to the student. How the teacher tackle the student.
Exactly.
That's very important.
Let's get to some serious stuff. Okay, you deal with thousands of boys because you are teaching in a boys' higher
Definitely,
secondary. You have a great experience with dealing with the boys. So there's a trend nowadays that they are teaching young boys that they could express their emotions, like they could cry, like simply I'm saying that they want men to be a little bit weaker.
Definitely.
But do you think that there's on one spectrum there is feminism, there's on the other spectrum there is masculinity? So if we are talking to the boys face to face, so we have to give them masculinity, we have to take fears out of them, but we don't have to tell them that okay, you can cry, you can do this, you can do that. Like we have to act as a man, because these are some years. After 2-3 years we have to get responsibilities on our shoulders.
Definitely.
Like if at this time we're gonna cry about the problems, what are we gonna do when we get responsibilities on our back? We're gonna crush our back. We're not gonna stand above it.
Definitely.
So do you think that nowadays boys should be more practical about things? How practical? Like if there is some obstacle before him, he should face it.
Definitely.
He should go for it. He should take risks. He should do mistakes. He should learn from these mistakes. And in order to become a man, he has to he has to eliminate his fears
Definitely.
and take his value, his worth up to the sky. What are we seeing that a girl breaks some boy's heart, and he's down, he's going to drugs, he's depression, this and that stuff. Do you think that before this era, before this 21st century, men were more fearless than right now? Like if we see before 100 years, there were warriors, there were soldiers. Whereas right now, what are we seeing? They are doing cringe on TikTok and Instagram reels. Do you think we have to change that spectrum of life? We have to face the fears. We have to be a man. We have to not act like a woman. There's now a trend going on, LGBTQ. Boys are converting and becoming transgenders, becoming girls. Boys are becoming gay. Like they are good in shape. Someone tells him that you are a little gay, and he goes and converts to gay. Do you think that this should be changed?
Actually, in education, teaching learning process helps us to provide all-round development for a student. That means, as a teacher, we have a great role.
Exactly.
So guide the students in all the rest aspects. That means I am supposed to provide each and every opportunity to the students. Like I will quote an example here. If the student has not participated in any extracurricular activities, like seminars, debates, science projects, and some other aspects in sports activities or social activities. As a teacher, I have a great role to provide the opportunities to the student on practical purpose. Like if you will throw a boy in a small pond, which has a shallow depth.
Okay.
So I want to just provide opportunity to the student to know about swimming concepts.
Exactly.
That means I have just thrown the student in the water, but it has a shallow depth.
Okay.
So I am watching the student. He does not know anything about the swimming, but he is trying
Yeah,
to
exactly.
do something.
He's trying.
So as a guide, I am watching. and I am providing opportunities. You are doing good. You are doing best. So slowly and gradually, he will put all the efforts. In a similar way, all-round development concept means we have to guide the students in every aspect of life, like literacy, learning, and life skills. I'm considering about this present scenario
yeah.
of this concept in App 2020.
Yeah.
So that is a beautiful concept. It provides you, I think, numerous opportunities, and it will provide you the practical life challenges. Life skills means
Yeah.
life skills means to just to guide the student, to help him to provide, just make them a good leadership. The students in future have to lead the nation.
Exactly.
So how they will lead the nation, how the nation will be the great, or the nation which will be remarkable throughout this present scenario. So that means once we provide the good leaders of the nation in all aspects of the life, that means we have to do something on practical basis. So for a social, physical, mental, whatever issues are related with the students, that means we have to address each and every problem. As a teacher, as a guide, I can help the student to modify him, modify his behavior. That's the role of education.
Exactly.
What is education? Education means I am supposed to modify. That means on routine basis, with my basic this profession like teaching learning process, what I am doing, do you believe in that? I am always reminding my students we are supposed to transform ourselves.
Exactly.
Transformation of life
Exactly.
is basic need to do transformation on routine basis.
Exactly.
Like what I have did yesterday. What is left? What I am supposed to do today?
Exactly.
That it is not good thing if I commit some mistake yesterday as a human being. I'm not supposed to repeat it. I can repeat it here. As a student, you can do a number of mistakes. You have a number of shortcomings. But as a human being, I can extract some good potential among you. I have to concentrate about that, and I am supposed to extract them and try to nullify or neglect your shortcomings.
Exactly.
Just to encourage you. Just to encourage you, you can do the best things. You can do the best things for yourself, for the nation, for the community.
Exactly.
If I will provide a number of limited good leaders as a teacher in the society, each and every problem will be solved, which you just discussed in your question. I
Exactly.
think so.
The thing is that whenever a person goes to something, he's committed his mind to do something good, something better. There are haters. Always. And I myself remind my quote that David Goggins argued that you will never ever see a hater doing better than you.
Definitely.
So do you think, like I'm making this video right now, there would be some people who would I would get a little bit hate. Maybe they don't relate to my opinions, or they don't relate to your opinions. You may get a little bit hate.
Definitely. Difference in the ideology.
Yeah. But do you think that if somebody is going to do something good in his life, he should neglect the haters?
Definitely. There is one of the familiar proverb that or phenomena in our subject physics. When kite flies attains maximum height, it is the opposition force, wind, which tries to have a downfall of the kite. So that means that force plays a vital role. If it has maximum strength, maximum potential, opposition force which tries to make downfall of the kite, it rises
Exactly.
much more.
Exactly.
So that is the practical life. You will get negative criticism and positive criticism. Negative criticism as well as
Positive.
criticism. So that means positive criticism plays a vital role. As a human being, what I am doing in my life, I am trying to avoid negative criticism. What do you mean by negative criticism? Somebody criticizes you with your job, with your performance,
Exactly.
but it has no role. It's not existing anywhere. It is just for your, we can say that it will not help you in your encouragement,
Yes.
appreciation.
Yes.
So we can say that, say maybe it may be a jealousy factor. If
Yeah.
somebody is doing best and I was not in position, or I don't have a such potential, they will just make some negative criticism. As a human being, what we have to do, we have to concentrate on positive criticism, and the negative criticism, maybe there is some shortcoming, some demerit, which is harmful for me as an individual, which is harmful for the society, which is harmful for my student community. I am supposed to extract something good,
Exactly.
something best from a negative criticism. That will shine this community, that will shine the country, in order to remove all the shortcomings, all the weaknesses of the nation. Negative criticism helps you a lot.
Exactly.
Like kite rises
Yes.
when there is an opposite wind.
Opposite. Exactly. There's a great quote by Chris Williamson about it. He says that people want to see you do good, but they don't want you see to do better than them.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I do agree
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah.
Not always, there are some exceptions.
Yeah, I know, and jealousy is a human emotion.
Definitely.
Yeah, everyone. If someone is getting little bit high on the spectrum, we shouldn't like be jealous of him. We should get inspired by him.
Definitely.
Yeah, we should get inspired from him. So it was a great conversation with you. Yeah, I had great experiences in life. So what would be in like, maybe you have passed your 25, 30 years of life. I'm right now 70. What would be your 3 piece of advice for me?
I would like to quote your question in general with the particular student community like you.
Okay.
So initially, I appreciate your this initiative to do something better for the student community, for the country, and for the community
Nation.
as whole.
Nation.
So these are some good initiatives. Definitely, reformation is very important. Encouragement and appreciation is very important. In my particular experience, what I have concluded that once I appreciated and encouraged the students, their performance are marvelous.
Yes.
They shine in every field. So, as a teacher, you do one thing only, not 3. You do only one thing. Concentrate on your positivity, on your potential. Everybody has some particular trait, and every individual has some different performances. Your performance would be different. They have some indistinguishability
Yes.
with others.
Yes.
That will help other people to shine their future. You will be a role model.
Exactly.
So my suggestion would be concentrate on your potential, whatever potential you have, but you should have a good guide.
Yes.
A person should have a good practical basis, a good guide who will guide you throughout life. It's my personal view.
Yes.
And I would like to suggest to you, concentrate on your potential, have a good guide, get some suggestion with him or her in all respects. Like I will tell you, I'm a person, I want to become a good volunteer.
Okay.
Like people may be helper, they are helping people,
Yes.
but I want to become a good volunteer. Do you know what is the difference between volunteer and a helper? A volunteer reads the situation himself or herself
Yes.
and tries to do something which helps the nation voluntarily.
Exactly.
But he is not waiting.
Yeah.
Who will invite me? Like there is some old man who wants to cross the road. I have observed. He is struggling.
Yes.
There is a large traffic on the roads, and the old man is waiting when he will get the opportunity to cross the road. I have just observed it.
Yes.
I am going, just caught his hand.
And
I will help
yes.
you. You want to cross the road?
Yes.
And just the things are going on. The life will
Yeah.
go like
Exactly.
that. So exactly, I am doing the things with the students. That's why they feel comfortable with me
Yeah.
in each and every aspect. So be always concentrated with your potential, how much potential you have, and have a good guide. Inshallah, your future will be bright.
Yeah. And think out of the box.
Yeah, definitely.
think
That's
out of-
very important. That's very
Think
important.
out. Thank you for joining us today. It was a great conversation with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.